All right, Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. I want to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom and salute to the hopefully elect from the least to the greatest. So, I was on Anton Daniel's channel, right? And, for the most part, this guy, he be cooning and sandboning for white folks. And I mean, you got guys on here, and they do it just to they do it for a living. They know they know they pandering to these white folks in order to get some money, and that's some of the lowest steps you can do, especially if you a Jake. But we know these Jakes ain't got no integrity. But I wanted to go ahead, besides the fact, I wanted to go ahead and play this guy's, what do you say on this fair use. Fair use. I was trying to find the actual clip, but I came across his channel and
it genuinely gives.
I saw it that this Edomite saying that Jake is the racist. We're the black people are the most racist, and I could debunk that with just like 2 clips. I mean, it's easy work. And this guy Anton Daniels, he agreed with the so-called white man, the Edomite. So let's go ahead and play this again. This is fair use. I don't know whether he's gonna try to flag it or whatever. I don't care. I'm just this fair use. So I'm just playing this clip that he reacted to, and I'm gonna debunk this with just 2 clips.
Zero about your guys' feelings, and I will come on here and say all the uncomfortable truths that everybody knows is true, but absolutely nobody will talk about. Black people are the most racist individuals that there is in 2025. As a white person, I certainly can't go to a black community and feel safe. But when they come to white communities, it's like they're in Disneyland. I used to be an addict, so every time I'd go down to Newark, I would have to make sure I was strapped. I don't think they have to feel the same way about going out in a white community. Matter of
All right, that's a fucking damn lie. If you go over to, I often go over to his channel. Hold on, Taylor, and every week this brother's channel right here, Taylor House Publishing. Every week, it's an incident that these so-called white people are attacking. A matter of fact, every day, this brother he goes into it, man. He does his research, but it's every week it's these racist so-called white people, and not even I'm not even going to get on the racist economic turmoil that they pit Jake in for the most part. That's hence the reason why you got people like Anton Daniels that's cooning and trying to kiss up to these white folks so he can get the money. That's what these Jakes do. They rather pander to these white folks than tell the truth of what it really is. And that's why I like this brother's channel, Taylor House Publishing. See, let's just debunk this. For the past 5 days, look, it says black couple chased and ran off the road by 3 Virginia hillbillies, and they almost killed this sister right here. Right? If you brothers that want to see the whole thing, go to his channel. Here goes another one. 2 white farmers kill 2 black women and feed their bodies to I believe it's like pigs or something. Here goes another one. Triple K flyers dropped in all black neighborhoods in Cincinnati. See? The Cincinnati attack proves that it's racism. Here it is, the white guy that started the attack. They're not locking him up, but they're locking up all the black people that reacted to the guy smacking that brother down there in Cincinnati. Here it is. FBI arrests white man for organizing a mob to kill all the, see, they call us apes But Anton Daniels don't think. I know the guy Red Supreme. He did a good live on the guy Anton Daniels show. Let's skip this commercial. All right, it says, yep, FBI arrests white man for organizing a mob to kill all the apes in Cincinnati. See, so who is the most racist? It says cop chokes white teen and his partner steps in. The list goes, I'm telling you, and this is not, racist group starts an all-white town in Arkansas. That ain't racist. Another black trucker disappears in Arkansas. So it's this brother goes, man, it's like every week, 21-year-old inventor who made fuel from plastic disappears. The elites try to, tried to get him. 4 white KKK cops attack a black man at a food line in Burlington, North Carolina. This is not even a week. This is a little over a week. Here's the most famous one. North Carolina cops arrest a man for tooting his horn at a stoplight. The cop was at the stoplight, and the guy was just like, the light is, what's going on? They followed this man. They didn't put the you know how somebody in front of you and you like letting them know that you're behind them? That's what happened. Or if you had a red light and the light turned green and they like looking down on their phone or just looking down and you like honk the horn slightly so they can be aware that the light turned green. Well, that's what this brother did to these cops. And they followed him all the way to his home. They didn't put the sirens on at where it happened. They followed him all the way to his home only to violently attack this man and arrest him. But Anton Daniels agree with that white supremacist. The list goes on, so I'm not going to go through all of them. This guy got numerous telehouse publishing. He got numerous amounts of evidence. And we at Great Millstone, of course, we've been going over things for years. We the brothers ran into that clown, Anton Daniels, a couple times, right? So I gotta, I'm gonna play another clip, another video, right? And I just want to say this: we don't have Jake, for the most part. You don't have young Jakes going around in white neighborhoods, just killing people, 10 people, just because they white. But you do got that on the white side. Let me pull up the video. So this is what happened. This happened about 3 years ago, but a couple people recently did a video on this. I know Red Supreme did. New York supermarket where 10 people were killed, right? This white supremacist dude unalived 10 people. Now, show me, is there a black equal to this, equivalent to this happening? Let's just play the clip.
The Buffalo, New York supermarket where 10 black people were killed is set to reopen tomorrow. It has been 2 months since the deadly shooting that police say was racially motivated. The community gathered today to remember the victims and employees impacted. Neighbors have dealt with not only losing beloved community members, but not having another grocery store in the neighborhood that is considered a food desert.
This devil killed 10 people.
There is no place for you or your ignorant, hateful, and evil ideologies in a...
Just because they were black. I don't feel it. Let me see, where is that? I'm going to try to find a clip.
This morning, a community in shock in Buffalo, New York.
When I first saw him shooting, he shot a woman, he shot a deacon, he shot another woman, and then he went in the store and started shooting again.
Okay, I want to ask Anton Daniels this. Well, actually, I don't. That guy is. Let's forget about that clown. But I just want to say there's no equivalent to this racial attack. Like, you don't have what they call YNs. You don't have a young black man going in a white neighborhood, going into a supermarket, killing white people just because they white. But you have these Edomites doing that to Jake.
10 people shot dead and 3 more injured after a gunman opened fire at a Tops Friendly supermarket in a predominantly black neighborhood.
This is the worst nightmare that any community can face.
One's gun secure. One suspect is in custody.
The suspect, identified as 18-year-old Peyton Gendron, has been arraigned on 1 count of first-degree murder and held without bail. Authorities say he drove there from 200 miles away and live-streamed the attack that is now being investigated as a hate crime.
This was pure evil. It was straight up racially motivated hate crime from somebody outside of our community.
Police say around 2:30 Saturday afternoon, the suspect wearing body armor and a tactical helmet first fired at 4 people in the parking lot, killing 3.
We're going to need some officers inside the Tops because we have numerous bodies.
The shooter then entered the grocery store, shooting 9 others, including a retired Buffalo police officer who confronted him. The guard fired multiple shots that hit the suspect, but that didn't stop him. He was wearing protective tactical gear. The heavily armed gunman fatally shooting the guard moments later.
I still don't even believe it happened, actually.
So my thing is, if this was a Jake, the police would have took him that. Killed him, unalived him. But why is this suspect able to get into custody without any harm? It's white privilege. It's crazy, man.
A person would go into a supermarket full of people.
Police arriving at the chaotic scene, taking the alleged shooter into custody.
There were people showing up, asking about their loved ones.
Among the victims, 4 of them store employees.
My granddaughter works here. She heard the shooting, so she took herself and ran in the bathroom and locked the door.
I frequent this store all the time. I've never been afraid to be here. I am now. This is something that I watch on the news that happens in other places.
A witness describes the motionless bodies on the ground.
I saw the police.
Yeah, that's sad, but you don't have an equivalent to this racial attack, you know. And these guys, these white guys, you got this guy that's so-called starting this all-white town. Well, what the hell is he talking about? He's late. It's all white. It's sundown towns all up and around this country. So I don't know what he's talking about. He want to start an all-white town. You got all-white towns throughout this whole country. They call sundown towns. And you got Jake. I know Taylor House Publishing is one of them that go over it again. Jake is still getting hung and unalive at an alarming rate in these sundown towns. So I don't understand how these white people, they're perpetual demonic and hateful towards Jake, but somehow they're victims now, because they're victims. They're the biggest victims. They happen to be they're the perpetuals and the ones that's, pushing hate and all that. But they're the biggest victim. Why? Because Jake is woken up to the Jake decided to fight back and calling them out, and they call that racist. Here it is. They being racist on all angles. They smiling in your face, but they racist in all angles, and then you call it out. So now you racist. You got coons like Anton Daniels that's calling black people racist because they calling the injustice and the unfairness out. You know, that's Jake waking up to Esau's bullshit, man. But before Yahweh Shai comes back and take this place down, you're going to have that. You're going to have the race riots. You're going to have the uproars. What's that in Matthew's 24:14? You know, you're going to have that happening. But I just wanted to, you know, because I came across the video and it made my blood boil. Like, this guy can't be serious. I know these guys, they coon for the dollars and all that, but it comes to a point where as though it's just obvious, like, come on, dude. Like, and they'll shut down somebody that's pushing Truth Channel, but they won't this coon, they won't bother his channel, you know?
Cover her, and then they...
And this guy, let me find a, hold on. This guy said he deliberately killed them people because they were black. Where is the equivalent? If we so racist, if black people, so-called black people, Hebrew Israelites so racist, where is the equivalent of this? And this just one of many. This just one incident. All right, I'm gonna play. I think they said, I think his arraignment or something. Yeah, you see the Jake mad, man. I mean, you can't blame him. This little corny devil, this nerd, this goddamn dweeb, went in there and killed his family members. They killed 10 people. Let's go ahead and play that.
Chaos breaking out in the courtroom early on as a man lunges at the shooter, Peyton Gendron, followed by shouts and sobs as deputies restrained him, and Gendron was removed from the courtroom for his safety. This comes as the family members of the 10 victims murdered.
Look at that, man. So he killed he killed four black men and 6 black women, which all of them look like they could be, in grandmother's age, you know, and them Jakes, they look up and older. I remember the brother from the elder from South Carolina. He covered this. So where's the equivalent of a Jake, a so-called black man, doing this to white people? You know? Let me see.
In a racist attack inside this Buffalo supermarket, finally get their chance to confront the gunman who killed their loved ones.
I will hurt you so bad. You have made me sick. You got my family crying. I miss my sister every day.
19-year-old Peyton Gendron admitting to killing 10 innocent people at a top supermarket last May. Gendron even live streaming part of it, motivated by hate and white supremacy. In November, he pleaded guilty to 15 charges, including murder and domestic terror.
And it's the thing. This is the thing I wanted to say too. They'll paint this picture to make it seem like this guy was a lone wolf. Nah, it's ideologies and groups that this guy was following. This guy was with a group, and they egged him on to do this. They pushed him to do this. This guy was with a group, a white supremacist group. So for that clown to get on TikTok or whatever to say that black people is more racist, why are we black people racist? Because they calling you fucking devils out? You know, it's utterly ridiculous how delusional that these people are, man. These people are fucking delusional, man. And I can't wait till Yahweh Shai pit Jake on top so Jake can get his lick back and put these devils into captivity, man. They deserve it. They deserve it. They ain't do nothing but bring turmoil to this place, starting with their forefather Cain. Cain was a murderer from the beginning. And then he came back as Esau. And that's that same spirit that this devil right here got. But you got coons like Anton Daniels that's willing to, kiss these people ass for some butter biscuit. But guess what, Anton Daniels? The Most High gonna take all that shit from you. That little bit of money you got, he gonna take all that from you. Because you trust in them uncertain riches. And you ain't really rich. There ain't no money. You ain't got no power. If the white man, see, the white man, what he does is he uses his tools, but soon as he finished with his tools, guess what he do? He throw them away. And that's what he gonna do to you. It's a reckoning coming, and I can't wait till all you coon niggas get your wake up call, and don't come back to us. Don't come back to us crying when Zaddy take the guard off you and take the goodies. Don't come back to us. You're gonna be left out there because you're gonna have to pick a side. Plus, you ain't part of the elect anyway, which I don't believe. Nowhere near part of the elect.
Motivated by hate. The first time prosecutors have charged that crime in New York State. It carries a mandatory sentence of life in prison.
Do I hate you? No. Do I want you to die? No. I want you to stay alive.
She I don't know what she talking about, but
I want you to think about this every day of your life.
After the victims' families had their say, the convicted killer made a statement and offered.
I guarantee you, if he was a black man, she wouldn't have said something like that. That's one thing about, I ain't gonna get on, so-called black woman too much on this particular video, but she said had to spoil it. Like here it is, this devil unalive, your family member, but you sitting there and you saying you don't want him to pass, or you don't. You basically wishing good for this damn devil. If it was a black man that did your family like that, you'll be cussing him to the grave. That's the only thing. That's what's wrong with you, Jakes. That Stockholm syndrome shit, man. That bullshit Christian ideology got your mind all messed up. And that's the stronghold on you, Jakes. See, we know that the Heavenly Father, he controls the issues of death. So anybody perish is not innocent. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of you, Jakes, deserve what you get. To be honest, ultimately, because y'all would have been the same people coming up against us, caping for these devils like Anton Daniels doing. But now you got your wake-up call, and it's a sad moment. I'm not, but hey, we gotta be fuck being sweet and all that. This truth is bitter. We gotta be real with this. These people went through that ultimately because the Lord arranged it. And you got to see your enemy right before your eyes. It's a terrible incident, but if this never happened, how many of you Jakes would be some Anton Daniel followers, caping for this devil? She damn near really caped for him while she was, cussing him out. How many? I guarantee you, how many death wishes she put on black men? But she gonna tell this devil, do I want to do, Eve is a trip, man. But things like this happen because the Lord is trying to show you Jakes, man, he's not to be played with. And he uses Esau to do these things so he can get your attention,
an apology.
I'm very sorry for stealing the lives of your loved ones. I cannot express how much I regret all the decisions I made leading up to my actions on May 14th. I did a terrible thing that day. I shot and killed people because they were black.
See, you hear that? Let's rewind it. So Anton Daniels, how? Explain this. What? He's talking about racist. Black people are racist. Where's the equivalent of this, or even worse? You don't got Jake going around unaliving people because they white, or because they're Caucasian, which they're really Edomites. But you have these Edomites, these so-called white people, doing this to Jake every day. It's just not national news. The Cincinnati brawl was just that one happened just to blow up because of the optics. But they locked all the Jakes up because they fought back. But that's white privilege within that. I did a video on that the other day.
My actions on May 14th. I did a terrible thing that day. I shot and killed people because they were black. Looking back now, I can't believe I actually did it.
Some of those who lost loved ones say they don't want to hear it. Others say it won't change anything.
Hey, Jake is in the spirit. It won't, But I guess I'm gonna cut it right there. I hope this was edifying to the body. Things like this is gonna happen even more. You see, every now and then, like, the tension is be rising. Like the Lord, it stuff, and I can't even really say it calmed down because we just ain't getting the news on it. But when the news come out, we're like the forecasters, all right. But we're in the times of the revelations, man. We're in a time when Yahweh Shai is on his way, man. So put on that whole armor. That goes for myself, man. I gotta, stay prayed up and go about my ways in the spirit of the Lord through my daily walk, All right, brothers. So that's it. Tune in again to my next video, Lord willing. I hope this is edifying. Till again, Shalom.
She was a beautiful girl. I have been profoundly changed.
The blatant racism and calculated planning that went into last summer's shooting rocked the nation. Officials say leading up to the carnage, Gendron visited the market twice to map out his plan. They also discovered a nearly 700-page online diary where he expressed his admiration for past mass shooters.